Hi everyone, my name is Lauren from West Beach Yoga and Nutrition. Thank you for joining me today for this 10-minute Quickie core flow. Today all you'll need is a yoga mat, so let's get started. We're going to be starting in tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, moving into our cat-cow sequence just to warm up a little. So lifting the crown of the head and the tailbone up towards the sky, letting the spine arch for your cow pose. Exhale, tucking chin and tailbone, rounding the spine for cat. Option here to hover the knees, so pressing into the tops of the feet, turning on that core, hover cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, hover cat. One more time, inhale to cow. Exhale, hover cat. Awesome, dropping those knees down. Shifting the weight into your left knee, lift and extend that right leg out behind you, flexing the foot, pressing the heel back, like you're pressing it into an imaginary wall. And then shift your weight into your right hand, slowly reach that left arm forward, thumb facing up towards the ceiling, taking a balancing table. So this is a balance pose. If you're shaking a little, that's okay. Try and keep that core nice and tight. That's going to help stabilize here. Hips are square. Inhale. On the exhale, knee to elbow for a slow crunch. Hugging that core in tight. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen, and lower down. Let's take that on the other side. Shifting the weight into the right knee this time. Lift and extend that left leg out, reaching back, pressing that heel back, reaching forward with the right arm. Think about extending your entire body, stretching your whole body from the tips of your right fingertips all the way back to your left heel, sorry. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow, rounding the spine, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. One last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach it out and lower down. From here, I want you to come into a cow pose, but with your toes tucked under. Leading with the belly, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Externally rotating through the shoulders, biceps forward, triceps back, sending the hips right back, lengthening the spine. So maybe you have a slight bend in your knees, and that's okay. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hips come up and back, down dog. So keep going back and forth here at your own pace with your breath a few more times. Keeping that core tight. That's the theme of the day. Keep that core tight. And I'm going to keep telling you so I can keep reminding myself too. Okay, the next time you're in downward dog, pausing here. Shifting the weight into your left leg. Sweep the right leg up, three-legged dog. Now draw your right knee towards your right elbow. Core is tight, spine is round. Now shift that knee over to the left elbow. Maybe touching it a little, reaching for it. Now back over to the right. Now bring it back over to the left. Pausing here. Extend that right leg all the way back. So now your ankles are crossed at the back of your mat. Align right hand under right shoulder. Sweep the left arm all the way up. Heels drop right. Coming into a side plank. So option 2, drop the right knee down, modified side plank. Or stack the feet. Stay here. Or take an oblique crunch. Slowly drawing left elbow to left knee for 3, reach, 2, crunch, reach, and 1. Awesome. Flip back over, coming into downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hip, Reaching that right foot over to the left side. Option to flip your dog. Ground that right foot. Send the hips up. Reach the right arm back. Taking a nice stretch in the front of the body. And flip back over. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale, down dog, and as you take your down dog, reach left hand to right ankle. Inhale to high plank, alternate, right hand to left ankle. And just keep going, back and forth here. A few more times, alternating those ankle taps. Coming into a high plank between. Let's take one more on each side. And meet me in a downward facing dog. Sweep the left leg up this time. Inhale, exhale, left knee to left elbow, pausing here. Shift that knee over to the right. Oh yeah, turning on the obliques. Shift it back over to the left. And back over to the right. Pausing here. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat. Left hand under left shoulder. Reach that right arm up, side plank. Remembering your options, you can drop that left knee down if you want. Or take an oblique crunch. Reaching with that right arm and crunching. Right elbow to right knee. And reach and crunch. I'm smiling to hide the pain. Reach and crunch. Awesome. Flip it back over, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Opening up that hip. Option to ground that left foot. Send the hips up, reach the left arm back. Flipping your dog. And flip back over. Take a breath here. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into high plank, and we'll take some shoulder taps here. Just a few more minutes of work, and then we're done. So let's start with the left hand. Left hand taps right shoulder, and alternate here. So the trick with these is trying not to sway your hips too much. You're resisting the urge to twist those hips, and that's going to make your core really strong. Few more here, lots of breath. One more on each side. Awesome. Okay, dropping down into a forearm plank. Elbows are coming right under the shoulders. Core is tight. From here, we're gonna rainbow the hips. So drop the heels to the right and hips drop right. So you're not gonna touch them to the mat, they're just hovering. Inhale to center, heels drop left, hips drop left. Inhale, center, and drop. So keep going here. A few more times. Keeping that core nice and tight. One more on each side. Beautiful. Awesome. Dropping the knees down. Walking up into a tabletop. Coming into downward facing dog. Walk your feet all the way up towards your hands at the top of the mat. Bend into the knees. Hug those elbows, coming into dangling pose. Relax the arms down, just keeping in a fold. Step your feet wide to the outer edges of the mat. Slowly start to bend the knees a lot. Coming into a really low squat. Bringing your hands together at heart center. You can sway back and forth a little bit here. I love this pose, it feels so good. I could stay like this forever. Maybe pressing the backs of your arms into your inner thighs. Awesome. And then just drop your bum all the way down onto the mat. We're gonna do one last little bit of work before we are finished here. Grabbing onto the backs of the thighs. Start to lean right back when you feel your core turn on. And then just lift your right foot and then your left, reaching for your feet. This is boat pose, sorry. You can stay here or come into low boat. So extend your legs and your arms, but keep looking at your feet. So keeping your shoulder blades off the mat. Coming up to high boat and low boat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to low, exhale high. Inhale low, exhale high. Whew. Dropping it down. Scoot your bum towards your heels, slowly coming down. One last little bit of core work. And just bring your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Let your knees rest together. Slow your breath. Be proud of yourself for that work that you just did. 10 minutes of core. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. If you liked this core flow today, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss anything new. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.